Hello, my name is Michael Gary. I'm the editor-at-large for Atmosphere, and we're here at the Atmo America conference in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm very pleased to have with me John Miranda, who's the Director of CO2 Strategy and Data Centers Industrial Refrigeration for North America at M&M Carnot. Thanks for joining us, John. Appreciate it. John is going to be speaking at the conference about CO2 refrigeration used in data centers, which is a really new and exciting new sector and application for CO2 systems. So I want to ask John, how much potential is there for CO2 refrigeration cooling in the data center sector? Because it's an enormous and growing sector. It drives, the whole, cell phones and everything else that we use today electronically. And it needs a lot of cooling. And so it would be great to have a natural refrigerant application in that space. What's the potential for CO2?
The potential for CO2 is really high. Everyone is looking for a future-proof refrigerant. And CO2 does that. They're also looking for energy efficiency. And because of the higher temperatures that data centers operate at, it allows CO2 to do free cooling, a lot of hours of free cooling, to the point where we use more fan energy than we use compressor energy.
That's really exciting. That's a real energy saver. Yeah. And those facilities generate so much energy. So this is great. And I know that M&M Carnot, which has a great history in supplying CO2 to data centers, you have different types of CO2 systems for that application. Maybe you could tell us a bit about that, and what do you think is the one that has the most potential for data centers?
Well, historically, we have done air cooling primarily in the telecom sector in Canada. And last year, we moved into the US, and we're looking or focusing on enterprise co-location and hyperscale, mostly co-location. And in both of those cases, it's air cooling and liquid cooling. And liquid cooling is definitely growing, but air cooling is also growing. And because AI is bringing so much more heat or power to the data center.
Right. So as you say, the key is the free cooling aspect. And how often can you use free cooling, which is a real energy and cost saver? How often can that be applied?
So it's about the temperature, right? So if you're providing, let's just use 70-degree CO2 refrigerant, I can do free cooling at 60 degrees outside temperature and below. Mm-hmm. So all the hours below 60 degrees in that example would be free cooling.
That's great. That's like quite a percentage of the year. Yeah.
And the temperatures continue to get higher in data centers,
right,
which means you will get more free cooling hours in the future.
Great. All right. Well, thank you very much, John. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. And thanks for listening.